Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back in the topic electricity derivations in one go. So all sort of derivations which are involved in this electricity will be working in this particular session. So fatafat will start working. Derive the expression to find the resultant resistance when they are connected in the series combination, and of course parallel also will take in the same slide. First of all, the series combination. So I know that diagram I'll show you first of all. When the connections are done, it becomes easy to understand. So we have three resistance connected in a series combination. We have a plug key here. This is the basic connection. Then we have ammeter connected here, the positive here, negative here, and of course the voltmeter. So that is V here, positive and negative. Clear? This is what the connection is. And now I have to actually understand this R1, R2 and R3 will have same current passing through it. So that is the basic idea. When the resistors are connected in a series combination, the current remain constant or same current flows through R1, R2, R3. Same current flow through R1, R2 and R3. That means I is constant. Therefore, I is constant. If I is constant, of course, V will vary. So let us consider, let V1 is a PD across. So I told you already, whenever it is a PD, we have to save the word across. V1 is a PD across R1, V2 is PD across R2 and V3 is PD across R3. ये तो clear हो गया. Now V is a total PD across the circuit, right? Total PD. So I know that V is equals to, here I'll do V1 plus V2 plus V3. Clear? According to Ohm's law, V1 is I into R1, V2 is I into R2 and V3 is I into R3. And V, that is total PD, is I into RS. RS is nothing but the total resistance of the circuit, complete resistance of the circuit. So this is nothing but a formula for Ohm's law. You can check that. Now you will see that I is kept same and R1, R2, R3 change because I is constant. So we can take common I and cancel from this side. I get RS is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 and that's it. Got it done. Clear? Very, very simple. Very, very interesting. So I told you, I showed you the way, presentation and everything. Maximum Ohm's law you can maybe write separately and then express the formula for Ohm's law. That's it. Parallel connection, parallel combination, let us understand. First of all, diagram. Parallel diagram is very simple. That's it. And then ammeter here. Positive, negative. You may apply voltmeter because you know that in this case for R1, R2 and R3, sorry, I did not tell you that in the previous question as well. Don't forget to give the arrow mark, okay? The flow of current. Please show that the flow of current everywhere. At least minimum 1 or 2 arrow marks are required to show the flow of current. Okay, please do that. Otherwise you will lose unnecessary marks for the diagram. तो चलो ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो we have this circuit diagram for parallel combination, and I know that for parallel combination, when the connections are parallel, as we can see in the diagram itself, that V, that is PD across the resistors R1, R2, R3 is constant. So let I1 be the current through R1, and same I2 through R2 and I3 to R3. And I is a total total current passing through the circuit. Okay, current is passing through, and potential difference is across. We have already discussed about it. So I know that I will be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So I will use Ohm's law here. You know that the same thing, process remains same, बस Ohm's law थोड़ा सा अलग है इसमें. V upon R1 होता है. This will be V as constant and RP मतलब the total resistance of the circuit. So V upon R1, V upon R2, V upon R3. V can be taken common and it can be cancelled. So I get 1 upon Rp is equals to 1 upon R1, 1 upon R2, 1 upon R3, and that's it, done. So very simple, right? Quickly we'll move on for the next one. Derive the power in terms of PD and current. PD means V, current means I. Power क्या होता है? Power is, you can write this definition. Power is work done per unit time, right? So therefore P is equals to W upon T. Now I know that I want in potential difference and the current. So W and or T, any one of it, I will replace with this. But we know that, PD means V is equals to W upon Q. We have done this, है. So what is W is equals to VQ? Implies W is equals to VQ. Putting this in equation number 1, I get power is equals to VQ upon T, which is V into Q by T. What is Q by T? Current, the V into I, as Q by T is equals to current. That's it. हो गया V into I. Power as V into I can be used Ohm's law here to replace V or to replace I in case if it is required. So power is equals to V can be written as in terms of Ohm's law. Check करो, Ohm's law is R is equals to V upon I. V can be written as IR. So if I write V as IR into I, so this will be I square R, or power is equals to, if I replace I is V upon R, so V into V upon R, so which will be V square upon R. So these are the two, even a formula we get of power using Ohm's law in the same basic formula, that is power is equals to VI. So power is equals to VI is a basic formula, and these two are nothing but derived using Ohm's law. That's it, done. पावर का और एक फॉर्मूला है, पावर इज इक्वल्स टू एनर्जी अपॉन टाइम, which can be used for energy is equals to power into time. Okay, to find out the electrical energy used, we use this formula, power into time. Of course, unit and all those things, all the complications we have discussed, we had discussed it yesterday. Next one, this is something which is a confusing area of electricity, so I have included this as well in this derivation revision. Resistance, ठीक है. सबसे पहले अंडरस्टैंड करो कि रेजिस्टेंस is applied or provided to the current by a material, by a wire, by a conductor. That is called as a resistance. Few conductors apply less resistance and few conductors apply more resistance. For an example, if I consider copper, aluminum, gold, silver applies very low resistance to the current. Whereas in case if I take about iron, also apply low resistance, but as compared to copper, it is more resistance. If I consider alloys, like tungsten filament जैसे बल्ब में होता है. If I consider few alloys, they apply large resistance so that the wire quickly gets heated and it glow, right? Or it provides heat. So that's the reason alloys are used in a heating instrument of electric current. Heating instrument में alloy use करते हैं because alloys provide larger resistance and it quickly gets heated. So now resistance किस पे depend होता है? Now that resistance is depend on the length of the wire. So if length of the wire is more, the resistance will be more, right? Length of the wire. For an example, simple example I'll take. Uh, if I have a cell here and if I connect this cell with the wire and if I arrange a small bulb here, isn't it you will find this bulb will glow, right? Now you tell me now, in case here in the Kolhapur I have a cell and this wire I took it to the Panhala around about 27 kilometer away from there, and there if I attach a bulb, so this is in Kolhapur, right? And this is the Pana. Okay. So what do you think? Bulb will glow? No. Why bulb will not glow? Due to the resistance of this long wire. As the wires were small, the resistance is less. Right? As the wires are big, large, long, the length is more, the resistance will be quite high, and the charge or the current won't reach till this particular bulb and it won't even glow. Right? Now, of course, you will be asking me that yes, कोल्हापुर से या फिर मे बी फ्रॉम द प्लेस ऑफ वेयर द जनरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज टेकन प्लेस, फ्रॉम देयर we get the electricity to our house. Okay, so how this happens? Because if this bulb won't glow here, then how the electricity might can reach to your place? So let me tell you, this current is called as a direct current. इसको बोलते हैं DC. And what we get to our house is called as a AC, that is alternating current. And alternating current is possible to transfer, it's possible to carry from one place to another place even with a larger distance it provides, or it can easily reach there. But direct current is not possible. That's the reason I took here cell for an example. Okay, so what about direct current and alternating current? You are going to learn in the next topic. Right now I hope you understood the difference between direct current and alternating current, at least one difference. Okay, so anyway, the length, I hope you understood. Okay, length increases, the resistance also increases, so that is very clear. Then cross section area matlab, so I'll just explain you. This is one conductor and this is another conductor. Here is A, here is B. This area is called as a cross section area. ये जो area है इसको बोलते हैं cross section area. ये conductor cylindrical है तो ये area is called as a cross section area. If cross section area is more, like B का cross section area ज़्यादा है, right? Then the resistance is less. I'll tell you, resistance is less. And if cross section area is less, the resistance is more. It applies more resistance towards the conductor of the wire, right? So it is inversely proportional. Resistance is inversely proportional to the cross section area. Temperature. Temperature reduces, the resistance also reduces. That means it is directly proportional to the temperature. So that's the reason normally computers or maybe server are put under the AC. Even you must have observed ATM machines are provided AC, right? Air cooling is required there. Why air cooling is required? So that the resistance is less and the inside small wires are there, those won't get burnt. Okay, so that's the reason all these kind of machines, those delicate machines or maybe very small parts are there, such machines are all normally kept in the AC room, right? Clear? Even your mobiles are supposed to be kept in the cold temperature, but that's the reason in India or especially at the places where temperature is more, the repair of the mobile is quite at the high range, or spoiling of the mobile is with the very high rate. Okay, getting it? So temperature reduces, the resistance also reduces. ठीक है. And the last one very important concept, that resistivity of the material. रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल का मतलब क्या होता है? हर एक मटेरियल की अपनी अपनी क्या होती है? कैपेसिटी होती है टू रेजिस्ट द करंट. ओके, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ रेजिस्टिविटी, एंड इट इज अ कांस्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट. दिस इज अ कांस्टेंट. तो रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल एंड रेजिस्टेंस में डिफरेंस होता है. तो अभी वो देखते हैं हम लोग, रेजिस्टिविटी एंड रेजिस्टेंस में डिफरेंस क्या होता है. रेजिस्टेंस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द लेंथ and inversely proportional to the cross section area. I hope you got to know that from these 2 points. Temperature we don't consider because temperature is moderate. We can change it, we can alter that, right? And it is continuously changing, so we are not considering the temperature right now over here. We consider temperature remain constant, or we are keeping the temperature constant every time. हम लोग वो consider कर रहे हैं, right? So considering temperature as a constant, then we get resistance is directly proportional to the length एंड क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया, राइट. सो रेजिस्टेंस को हम इक्वल टू साइन में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, प्रोपोर्शनल को इक्वल टू साइन में कन्वर्ट कैसे करते हैं? बाय टेकिंग वन कांस्टेंट, एंड दिस कांस्टेंट इज नथिंग बट नॉट के, दैट इज रो. रो का मतलब होता है रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल. दिस रो इज नथिंग बट द रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल. दैट्स व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट यू गेट इट. ठीक है. एंड रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल का जो भी फॉर यूनिट है वो बहुत अलग है, तो दैट विल अंडरस्टैंड इट. तो रो इज इक्वल्स टू आर इंटू ए अपॉन एल इज इक्वल्स टू रो हो जाएगा. इसका हम लोग यूनिट ढूंढ रहे हैं, राइट. तो आर का जो यूनिट होता है ओहम, एरिया का होता है मीटर स्क्वायर, लेंथ का होता है मीटर, तो ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा. तो यूनिट ऑफ रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल इज ओहम मीटर. ठीक है. वेरी ऑड वियर्ड है ना. फॉर्मूला भी याद रखो, रेजिस्टिविटी का नहीं बट एटलीस्ट रेजिस्टेंस का, आर इज इक्वल टू रो इंटू एल अपॉन ए. तो दिस प्रूव्स दैट के रेजिस्टेंस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द लेंथ एंड इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया. सो इफ लेंथ इज डबल्ड, the resistance will be doubled. If area is halved, the resistance also will be doubled. That is interesting. देखो लेंथ डबल किया मैंने, मेरा आर ऐसा यहाँ पे है, ठीक है. आर इज इक्वल टू रो इंटू एल अपॉन ए हो गया. अभी मैंने लेंथ को डबल किया तो आर कितना होगा? ये मेरा आर वन है, इमेजिन करो, नया न्यू आर वन. तो रो इंटू टू एल अपॉन ए हो जाएगा, विच विल बी टू इंटू रो इंटू एल बाई ए. वट इज रो इंटू एल बाई ए? इज आर. तो टू इंटू आर, तो रेजिस्टेंस आर वन क्या हो गया? डबल ऑफ आर हो गया. अभी मैंने एरिया को हाफ कर दिया, तो आर टू देखते क्या होगा. एरिया को हाफ कर दिया, एल इंटू ए बाई टू हो गया, उल्टा कर दिया तो इट विल बी टू इंटू रो इंटू एल अपॉन ए हो जाएगा, राइट. तो ये क्या है? आर है, तो डबल ऑफ आर हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स अगर मैंने एरिया हाफ कर दिया तो रेजिस्टेंस क्या हो रहा है? डबल हो रहा है. एंड मैंने लेंथ डबल किया तो भी रेजिस्टेंस डबल हो रहा है. तो दैट इज व्हाट द कॉन्सेप्ट, दैट व्हाट यू मस्ट नो अबाउट रेजिस्टिविटी. ठीक है, यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया सब लोगों को? दैट्स इट. और एक डेरिवेशन है लेकिन वो बहुत रेयरली पूछते हैं, सो जस्ट हम लोग कर देते हैं. वो है एच इज इक्वल्स टू आई स्क्वायर आर टी. एच क्या होता है? हीट एनर्जी. तो हम लोग शुरू करते हैं, कैसे भी शुरू करो. वर्क जो होता है इट सेल्फ इज एनर्जी, एंड एनर्जी मतलब हीट एनर्जी. वी शुड नो दैट. तो वर्क डन का फॉर्मूला से शुरू करना पड़ेगा हमें, लेकिन वर्क डन का फॉर्मूला तो हमारे पास नहीं है, या है पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज इक्वल टू वर्क डन अपॉन क्यू. ये तो पता ही है हमें. तो व्हाट इज वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू वी क्यू, राइट. वर्क डन इज वी क्यू. वर्क डन इज नथिंग बट हीट एनर्जी, और इट कैन बी इक्वल टू हीट. वी जो है वी, क्योंकि ये देखो यहाँ पे जो फॉर्मूला है इट इज़ नॉट हैविंग वी इन इट, इट हैज़ गॉट करंट इन इट. तो वी को हम लोग पाइथागोरस थ्योरम नहीं, सी मैथ्स कम सा ओम्स लॉ यूज़ कर सकते हैं. वी इज इक्वल टू आई आर, तो ये आई इंटू आर. क्यू इज अ चार्ज. चार्ज के लिए कोई फॉर्मूला हमारे पास है क्यू इज इक्वल टू आई टी, या फिर आई इज इक्वल टू क्यू बाई टी. तो क्यू कितना हो जाएगा? आई टी. तो क्यू को हम लोग आई टी से रिप्लेस करेंगे, आई आर इंटू आई टी, एंड आई गेट आई स्क्वायर आर टी. एच इज इक्वल्स टू आई स्क्वायर आर टी। तो ये बस रेयरली पूछते तो आई जस्ट शोड यू हाउ इट हैज़ कम। दैट्स इट, डन, आपका काम ख़त्म। डेरिवेशंस भी हमने कंप्लीट कर दिए। और कुछ चाहिए? दिस वाज ऑन द डिमांड ऑफ फ्यू कमेंट्स ऑन द यस्टरडेज वीडियो, तो मैंने कर दिया वो कंप्लीट। बस आपको अभी क्या करना है, अगर और कुछ डाउट है और कुछ कन्फ्यूजन है तो मुझे बेहिचक, दैट मीन्स विदाउट एनी हेजिटेशन, सेंड इट टू मी। ठीक है, तो थैंक यू सो मच, बाय बाय। शॉर्ट वीडियो हुआ, कंप्लीट हुआ क्विकली। सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन।